Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon of December 2021. This is the full moon that is known as the cold moon or sometimes the long night's moon, and that will be with us on December 18th at 11:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zone and see if you'll be able to see that beautiful full moon on that evening. It will be in the sign of communicative, talkative Gemini, so that definitely brings up our communication, ideas, and conversations to the surface. It can also reveal messages or information that you have been seeking. So we will be using a combination of lunar oracle and tarot decks to get your messages and themes for what will be coming in on and around that full moon cycle. Keep in mind, Aries, these are general messages. They will not resonate with every single one of you out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So let's jump right on in, Aries. Keep in mind those full moon cycles last about 28 to 30 days from full moon to full moon. I am an astrologer as well, so we will be getting into some of the astrology and mostly focusing on the cards today. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries out there. Let's see what they need to know for this full moon in Gemini of December 2021. Wow. Very nice cards, Aries. I feel a lot of earthy, very tangible energy around this full moon for you. In the immediate past, the last 28 to 30 days, we have the pure full moon energy, surrender to the divine. The last full moon cycle was a big one. That was in Taurus, that came with that lunar eclipse. So it is a powerful energy for all of us of prosperity and manifestation. So I feel for you, something has really been working, over this last month's time to get you ready to surrender to something greater, maybe a deeper, higher life purpose than even you are completely aware of. Also keep in mind that this full moon that we're building up to is coming off of a new moon cycle in the sign of Sagittarius. This full moon will be happening when the sun is at 27 degrees of Sagittarius in the last few days of that sign. That is a high-powered energy for you because it is a fellow fire sign. Very positive. Let's see what we have clarifying this full moon. Oh, yes, and I do feel, look at that brand new kind of energy, Aries. We have the dark moon card. This is the void. This is the new beginnings. This is that feeling that, the moon is completely, the slate is clean. It's ready to start and birth something very new. I love that we have, the balance of the big full moon and then that dark void moon on the other side. So I feel like, Aries, you're coming up from a place where you're seeing both sides of any situation, both the full culmination and that brand new beginning. Beautiful. In the immediate energy that will be coming in with this full moon of December, this is the new moon in Taurus energy. Prosperity lies ahead. It's very earthy. Like I said, we're coming from the last full moon that was in Taurus. So I like the fact that this Taurus energy is coming in because that feels like it's really made a complete cycle for you. And it's really letting you know it's time to ground. It's time to root. It's time to work on putting things into tangible form because good prosperity and abundance await you. And it does take a little patience, Aries. I know you don't want to hear that word. Don't give me that face. But we do have the patience card right here, the green corn moon, clarifying the new moon in Taurus. So I do feel that it might be a little bit of slow and steady wins the race. It might take a real one day at a time kind of plan that does take time to unfold, does take patience to unfold, but you will absolutely get there. The green corn moon is usually associated with the full moon of September. So September could be a very important or meaningful month for you in the year 2022. Just keep that in mind, that something that you start now may really come full circle around September of 2022. Going into the immediate future, the next 28 to 30 days, we have the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off, and that's why I said, Aries, I feel a lot of good earthy energy, because we had a new moon card in Taurus and now a new moon card in Capricorn. But look at that. Even in the short term, your hard work is starting to pay off. The things that you are really dedicating and committing to, and yes, having a lot of patience and determination and a little stubbornness about, are really going to pay off. Oh my goodness, great feeling. So Aries, I know you like things fast, fast. I know you like it to be quick, quick, but this is saying, let it unfold over time, and it's going to be so much better. And I think that you'll start to see it right away. I do. I don't think it's going to take forever. A little bit of patience goes a long way with this reading. Pleasure card on top of that. So it's going to make you feel really good when you see the things that you're working on start to come full circle. Like, it's just going to be this release. Like, you're just going to want to, if you've got a hat on, you're going to want to throw your hat up in the air and just be like, yes, I did it. So let's get into some tarot for you, Aries. Let's deepen these messages. We're just going to lay them on top of these cards we've already put down. So past, present, and future on the lunar cycles, please, Spirit, for Aries. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like, whew, Aries, you've got big plans. You've got big plans and dreams, and you have been mulling these over for a while. Full moon, void moon, and then, well, not void moon. Void moon's a different thing. This is more like the dark moon, the new moon here in this. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you have been planning, maybe some of this you've been kind of keeping it to yourself to a degree, like only the people you really know, and maybe only Spirit knows the things that are in your heart that you've been planning to manifest, because the Ten of Pentacles is a big manifestation. That's like the full deal. That's everything that you want. That's money in the bank, loyal people, things that have stood the test of time. And the Seven of Athames. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I think you might have even learned the hard way that sometimes you really do have to be careful about revealing your plans for the future or what you're building, because you might have been stabbed in the back in the past by somebody or some situation or a job, you know, by somebody that might have even stolen your ideas or taken your work and taken credit for it, something like that. But it was definitely underhanded and it wasn't a good thing. And I feel like you've learned quite a bit from that situation. You really, really have. Going into the future, yeah. Work hard, Aries, but don't work so hard that you're completely exhausted. The Four of Swords on top of this really does tell you that you are going to need some time and space for healing, for reflection and meditation, relaxation. Take some extra naps if you need to. It's fine if you're working hard. It's fine if you're making those plans and sticking to your goals, but you are also going to need some downtime just for yourself. And there it is, the Two of Swords. And part of what this is making some big decisions going forward, because the Two of Swords is Libra energy. It can really be putting, you know, decisions on the scales of balance to see which one you think is best, which one stands the test of time yet again. So if you need some time to kind of contemplate and make that decision. Definitely take the time to do that, because you don't want this to turn into procrastination, overthinking, overanalyzing, and then kind of missing some opportunities potentially because you waited too long to make a choice. Going into the future, we do have the Hanged Man on top of this. So I really do feel that part, this pleasure card feels like such a release. It does. It feels like, just this beautiful kind of burst of energy, just like, finally, at last I am free, that kind of thing. And because of that, this Hanged Man coming in with this Neptune ruled energy feels like a release. It feels like letting go of some old burden, seeing things from a different perspective, and gaining some clarity. And it hasn't been easy. You've been working really hard, and I think you will be working hard in the future as well. So this is really a time to let go of anything that's held you back, any old ego constructs that haven't been good for you. It's time. It's time to just shake them on loose, Aries. You're going to move a lot faster and a lot more. There's just going to be a lot more flow if you're willing to remove some of those old roadblocks emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And look at that. Yes, the High Priestess. There is that lunar influence coming in with her, and to me this again is a very reflective and very magical card, right? This is the secret knowledge, the spiritual awareness, and I do feel that at the same time as you're doing all this very earthy, tangible manifesting work, you're also releasing some things that have been hanging on for a while. And you may not even be so aware of it. It may not even be something you think about every day. But in the process of doing this new work, birthing these new ideas, sticking to these new goals, some of this old junk from your past, it kind of very naturally falls away. And I think it feels very beautiful. I think that, there could be a tiny bit of a little bit of sort of a bittersweet sigh to it, like, it's like sad to see that going away, but it feels mostly really good because it's like that needed to go so that I could step into this new reality. This is a great reading. Let's get into a magical spell card for you. Let's see what your primary focus should be on for this full moon cycle. And it is a victory card here, Aries. I gotta say too, the number 35 adds up to an 8, and the 8 is a beautiful manifesting number in numerology. So to me, this feels like, and also I'm looking at, the keyword of victory reminds me of the Six of Cups, recognized victory or achievement. And that one big cup reminds me of the Ace of Cups in the tarot, which is that big emotional spiritual blessing. So I feel like there's just so much good coming in here on this card. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Yes, yes. So Aries, I feel like this is a good focus for you, no matter how much patience you need to take, no matter how much self-reflection, contemplation, rest you need to have along your journey. Ultimately, your goal and your focus is this victory. So have a beautiful full moon. Happy New Year to come, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Take care.